just to get that value off the top. Hello, good game. Welcome back to Ghouls and Goblins. I hope you're all having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. In our last video, we played Milky Smooth version 5, tearing it up with a 100% win rate. If you've not seen it, I really recommend checking it out if you're looking for a cool deck to rank up with this season. Don't forget about werewolves, vampires, and of course Selesnya life gain as well, which were my original decks that we pushed out on day 1 of Innistrad Midnight Hunt. Today, however, you get mono green aggro. By popular request, we're going to Stompy Town. We are looking to be the aggressor with a lot of powerful creatures, utilizing trample and all of the great things that mono green Stompy has at its disposal. Hashtag Blizzard Brawl. Don't worry though, if you're new to the game, you don't know what we're talking about, and you're unfamiliar with some of the great new additions to the deck. Oh my god, Augur of Autumn is lit. We're going to break it down for you guys in depth. Strategies, synergies, and then we're going to demonstrate all of that in the gameplay footage so you come away, just a perfect pilot, right? You're going to throttle your opposition with ease. And of course, wrapping up with our final thoughts after that. So make sure to support the channel, right? We need lots of thumbs up on the video. Subscribe if you want more quality content like this on your feed. And of course, maybe even become a Patreon if you want to go above and beyond. Join the community within the Discord link available within the link tree, which is where you'll find everything else as well. Woof! Let's go take a look at Mono Green Stompy. Well, this is a 420 extra crispy. I forgot an X in here though. It's very important to include the X when you're ordering your 420 extra crispy. No, I don't know. Mono green aggro, 2.1 average mana value within best of 1. We have 8 non-creatures and 30 creatures riding on that 22 land with the lighter curve. And don't worry, we do have MDFC lands in the deck, modal face cards, the Flora Hadron and the Veil. Veil and tapped as a land. Hadron as a creature that adds mana to our pool by tapping, which is amazing. And then we also have a fair amount of ramp in the deck as well. The Jasperia Sentinel, a 1/2 with reach, we can tap it, tapping another untapped creature we control to add mana of any color. And then of course the Prosperous Innkeeper, a 1/1 when it enters play, create a treasure. And then whenever another creature enters the battlefield under our control on top of it, gain 1 life, which is really cool. The life gains, it's great, but it's really about the treasure ramp, which is really what we want. And then finally, Old Growth Troll, a 4/4 with trample, and when it dies, you attach it to a land as an aura. That land will now tap for double green, which is great. And we can sack that land to have a 4/4 with trample come into play tapped, which is pretty good later on. Of course, that token, when it comes in tapped as the 4/4, gets copied through Azika's Chariot, a 4-drop legendary artifact vehicle, crew 4, 4/4, and whenever it enters the battlefield, create the 2/2 green cat creature tokens, and whenever it attacks, create a token that's a copy of another token we control. And again, that token preferably is the 4/4 with trample from the Old Growth Troll as it re-enters play later on. But these are all things that you already know about, right? Let's talk about what's new to the deck now for a little bit, now that we understand the framework. We have 2 copies of the Primal Adversary in deck for 3 mana as a 4/3 with trample, which is just like really good. And then whenever it enters the battlefield, we can pay an additional 2 any number of times. And when we do pay this cost, put that many +1/+1 counters on the adversary, and that many number of lands we control will become 3/3 wolf creatures with haste that will still be lands as well, which is really cool. So where this fits into the equation is we get hit with a field wipe, right? Oh no, but I already have 6 lands in play, or 7 lands, whatever it happens to be. 7, I guess, would be better, right? Primal Adversary out, and then a couple of those lands are coming your way as attackers as well. Preferably, you're gonna need to have them untapped, right? Because you'll want to attack with them with the haste, and you'll still have to pay that cost. So keep that in mind, that you're paying 3 plus 2, which is 5, and the attacking land will be 6. If you have 7, 8, 9, then you can attack with 2 lands, which again is rare. Attacking for 1 is still fine. Then you're left with a 4/3 and a 3/3 still. That's very good. After they just wiped, they'll need another. But again, if you do get that 9 mana really late game, you're probably gonna walk away with a win there. So I love that. Where the deck really comes together, though, is the Augur of Autumn. Wow. 2-3 for 3. Wow. Look at the top card of your library at any time, and you may play lands from the top of your library at any time. This is great. This gives us virtual card advantage. Playing lands from the top of our library, not from our hand, will leave us lands to play from our hand if we need whenever we get to it. It will also thin our library of lands, so we're drawing a consistent amount of non-lands with our draw step. Very, very good. Better than this, though, Coven. 3 creatures with different powers, 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 5, whatever it happens to be, will activate Coven. And then we can play creatures off the top of our library as well. Reminds me of Experimental Frenzy within red. This is absolutely silly. If you played Augur of Autumn with the Great Henge, and I know that's rotated now, but you just gotta start laughing at a certain point, right? You would be literally unstoppable. And even without the Great Henge, this is still an absolute house of a card, you guys. Playing the lands from your library is already worth enough to keep it in the deck. However, when you can start playing those creatures off the top as well, you're just going to be laughing. Your opponent's not going to know what to do. And it's similar to the level 3 of Rangers class, which costs, 8 mana to get to, and this creature just gives it immediately with that Coven ability. Rangers class, 2 mana, you get the 2/2, you can pay 2 more into it whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 on attacking creature, and then for an additional 4, you can play creatures off the top of your library, which is still nice. It's in the deck for consistency, and it's still nice for that +1/+1 counters on all of the trample creatures, right? Breaking away from that, the pack leader, Pack Tactics, 6 or greater, total attacking power, draw a card, and then we can pay 4 to base power toughness 5/3 with trample, which is really, really good. We talked about the Troll, 4/4 with trample, comes back as that token again, and you can double tap for mana in between those 2 phases. And the Chariot is copying that. We talked about that. And then the Froghemoth, this is a 4/4 with trample haste. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, exile that many cards from their graveyard. For creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on the frog. And for non-creatures, gain 1 life, which is really cool as well. And then the 2 copies of Lair of the Hydra. No snow lands here. We do have the snow lands for Blizzard Brawl, the fight Indestructible, but we don't have the Faceless Haven is what I mean to say. I think it just slows the consistency when we're focusing on the Old Growth Troll and Chariot, which is so powerful that I don't necessarily think we need the Haven because we have Lair, and if we are getting wiped, which is where the Haven comes in most of the times, we have the Primal Adversary to get back at it again as well. So, that's the deck list, your general strategy and synergy. Ramp out, get Augur of Autumn in play, and then just start casting off the top of your library, and you're going to have a good time, right? Try to focus on removing your opponent's baddies that are of high priority. Get that Chariot copying tokens and build up that frog if you do get that lottery pull, right? So that's the deck. I hope you guys enjoy and have good luck with it. We went on a tear, 100% win rate, undefeated today. Some really nice matches as well. So I know you'll enjoy that. Support the channel, right? Like the video, subscribe, and maybe even become a Patreon if you can afford a few dollars every month. And yeah, most importantly, just have a magical day, right? And we'll be back to wrap up after our gameplay. Going first. Cool. Maya is, well, she's not left. She's still here. Let's scooch her over. Oh, maybe now she's like, quit talking about me. Quit talking about me, human! Let's get after it. No turn 1 is pretty sad, but hey. Beggars can't be choosers. Mono white already in the house. We kill the Aspirant. We drop the Florahedron. Boom! Let's smash. I'll race. I'll race ya, brah. Hopefully they don't play any life gain. The Intrepid has life gain, and that upsets me lots. Do not play a Codespell Cleric. Okay, still bad. They're giving a creature Vigilance who has Summoning Sickness for the turn. We have 5 available mana. This Coven is active. Creature off the top. Land off the top. That is virtual card advantage. Let's push in. Down to 13. We might run into trouble here. Oh! We have run into trouble. Yeah, not good. 9 damage. Let's just take the 5, I guess. Still, it's brutal. It's brutal. So many lands. We might just be screwed. The Blizzard Brawl is super helpful. We're gonna have to take out the flyer, but it's like there's gonna be another flyer there too, so we might want to take the Spirit out, but then it's like the Luminarch Aspirant's there too. No! A lot of terrible options. They've gone plenty wide here on us. Push into our Shambler, not that it matters at all. Land out of the top. Those flyers are just going to kill us. We're not paying this. We can't really, like, that's not worth the attack, though. Still getting hit for 4 minimum. It's bad. It's real bad. Especially with that monk just sitting there defending. Like, I wish it would swing in. We could chump block it and then hit with our frog, maybe. Down to 2. They're keeping good posture. Reach is good. You can play a 1-drop. You can play another 1-drop. We can play a land. And the frog. Frog gets us nowhere. We just need more reach. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not gonna get it. 9 with this. I mean, it is some damage. 3 attackers. Which would be 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage we could get through. Plus, we could pump this. but it would have to be after. Or we're just dead next turn. We can block 2 flyers. The other still kills us. So we do have to try, even though I am pretty sure this isn't going to work. Land. We should have maybe kept that. Let's see their blockers. I don't think we get it, but I don't want to do the math. Let's play it out. We do have that trample, which goes a long ways. Right? Did we just get it? 4, 9. Oh, they have the takedown to save them. That was clutch. Oh, and we still get it? Math is too hard for HGG. I just like to hold on to the ride. It's like you don't look at the roller coaster before you get on. Just sit down, buckle up, and hold on, baby. Oh, man. They forgot about the werewolf pack leader buffing up, I guess, for sure. They didn't block it, though, which signified to me that they knew it would grab trample and be a bad block. And they had creatures still up. God bless. Hey, Maya? I appreciate you going over there and distracting them with your cuteness. Good girl. Our opponent goes first. Not much in hand. But it is a lot of land. Oh, that is good. Shambler 1. Flora Hadron. Turn 2. Primal Adversary. Plus Blizzard Brawl turn 3. We could have went Sentinel as well. Goblins are going to suck. Beautiful. Hey Maya, yeah, I know. We gotta put Dynamo there. I want to get like a pie to track your stats. Oh, that's good. That was good. That frostbite hurt. Ooh! That first strike is nasty with the Haven, too. Ouch. Ouch. I gotta be like that, man. It could wreck us, right? Like, we need some good cards off the top here. An 18. Lovely. Oh? I'll allow it. Gambler goes up. Oh! Why you gotta do me like that? Come on. Okay, I'll allow it. If they had another Blizzard Brawl, they would have already used it, so we're safe to take the first strike baddie away. Down to 11, they're at 13. I think that was a bad attack. I'll take it, though. Take the draw. Well, it's not the worst thing in the world. They're down to 6. We've got a good field. 2 cards in hand. This isn't going to do it. That is nice. Still not going to do it, though. Both creatures die. All 4 of them. And then we just hit for lethal. We wave our opponent out. My favorite emote ever. It's so good. I absolutely love it. Okay. Mono green is putting in work as well. We didn't get to see the auger really put in work yet, though, so we're still going to try to hunt that and focus on this really good synergy within the deck. Going first. Woohoo! I love it. I absolutely love it. Turn 1 layer in case we pull another. Oh no. You're gonna wish you saved that, Bill. And because of that, I'm gonna play the Ranger class, so they're going to need 2 holes, where if we played the Pack Leader, they could just snag that again, and I would probably start crying on camera. As an adult, just weeping. He killed my Pack Leader! Look at it, he's even making little paw prints over there. He's coming to get you. Oh. Oh! Death Touch is annoying, and I hate it. The Ventures are going to be pretty annoying here. They're going to have that Dragon's Guard Elite, too. Maybe we should have played the Troll. I wasn't thinking of... Well, not the Dragon's Guard Elite. What's its name? The Dragon Knight that ventures 3/3 Vigilance whenever it enters play or attacks. Oh, what the heck is its name? My head is turning to soup! I'm sure they'll show it to us here in a second. So that's -2/-2, unless they've completed a dungeon. And then it's -5/-5, and it ventures, which is... That's some value, right? That's really good. First strike, can't do anything with the Death Touch. They're just, like, slaying these dungeons, you know what I mean? Not good news for us. Nadar is the name. Perfect. Oh! Let's hit for 2. forces them to play defensively, I think. The 4/4 outclasses the 3/3 until they get that token on it. Or not the token, the counter. It's the correct terminology. I always get those mixed up. Hashtag dyslexia. They went the other way, so they're actually not getting the counter. What are you doing over there, Inksador? We could double block that dummy, but I don't know so much about that. We'll just slam in. We'll get down and... Oh, cancel. Beautiful. Swing for 5, down to 11. There's no removal this turn, and then it leaves as a... Like, it's no longer a creature, artifact again, so... That's cool, and we've got a pretty decent field, and we're at 18 life. Not too shabby. Could be better for sure, but we're going to try to make it through. We'll see, though. A little bit better after we clean our glasses anyways. Chariot is a good card. Indeed. It gets you through some tough times. And Dar, Selfless Paladin. That's what I was talking about earlier. This is also a pretty good card, I think. It's a 3/3, and it actually pushes everything else up by 1, which is good, because they've completed a dungeon. When it enters, they go into another dungeon, going back into the Lost Mine. Hopefully they take that same route. They're down to 11. I don't think they can attack. The first 2 damage... Oh, no, they can distribute the damage one-on-one, can't they? They can't distribute it among 3. I think they might need Trample to distribute it differently among creatures, like 1-1. Regardless, just get out of here. We know they're going to first strike Death Touch the first, but then they have no more attack power for the second attacks. And they do, yeah, they're allowed to do the 1-1. And then there's no more attack damage because they already spent up their 2. Oh, the exile there sucks. It's cool how they're allowed to distribute 1 damage to each. That's a good top deck. We can't attack into the Paladin, but we have a Blizzard Brawl on top, which is deadly. So we're into a bad spot here. I always thought you needed Trample to distribute the Death Touch to individual creatures on the first strike. And then to put the rest in on the opponent. But I guess, you know, you can just do that, which is why I blocked with 3. We can't attack. Oh, I guess we could. It would be a 5/5. I want to make sure that they don't double block it, though, because I need this Blizzard Brawl for next turn. Oh, sorry, it would be a 6/6. But again, they could still easily double block it. Next turn. We need it next turn. And we can block the Paladin here potentially as well. But next turn we can Chariot, Blizzard Brawl, and get a pretty decent attack in, I feel like. -4 on target creature, potentially. So just for 4, down to 14. Another. That's pretty good. They nuke our Augur. They nuke the Kitty. Doesn't really matter. Hey, where'd our Blizzard Brawl go? Oh! The Field of Ruin on the layer shuffled Blizzard Brawl away. That really hurts. Just to get that value off the top. And I say we still swing in on it. It's a 6/6. I'm gonna kill the flyer. They could have more copies of the Paladin in hand, right, as a legendary. So we kind of want to leave that in play. So those extra copies are dead, potentially. With this one off the top that activates our Coven, which is great. If it survives, we do also have 9 trample damage coming their way, so they need to be smart about this. I think they need to block. How cool is Augur of Autumn? You know, just playing those 2 old growth trolls off the top. Ooh! It's like we took 3 turns almost, it feels like. So this is good. 3 mana isn't, you know, nothing of consequence, I don't think. Sciences for life isn't the worst. Right, who cares about the land? That life is probably pretty good, though, at this point. But they still need to defend. Don't get ahead of yourself. Land off the top. Flora Hadron in play, and that activates Coven for Wolf off the top. Augur off the top. Ooh-wee. Now that is good value. Next turn we attack with everyone. Just attacking with 1 here. It's a bad double block with the Paladin. Pretty decent. And again, we're taking the Gargoyle in case they have a second copy of the Paladin. And now we're not taking damage because they have no flyers. If they blood on the snow, I'll cry, but we do have the Troll, which and the Rangers class, you know, so we could, you know, recover from blood on the snow. If that's what's gonna break my heart. Just venture. Draw a card, 2 mana left. Vanishing Verse is what they're looking for. I hope they don't get it. I shouldn't have even mentioned it. This feels good though. Like I was pretty worried, and again, you know, we just come up from behind, Augur of Autumn, getting so much value. They should take the Florahedron. Actually, no, it doesn't matter anymore. We've got Coven's, like, way online. Just playing cards off the top of the library, one by one, baby. Oh, there's a Blizzard Brawl for later. Yeah. We're gonna activate you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attackers. They have 3 blockers. They block the 5. And they block the, I don't know, it's just 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Fuck it. Math is hard. Let's roll. We should have kept this Florahedron back because we're gonna draw Blizzard Brawl. Forgetting about that, but whatever. You know, we've got 14 life, 2 defenders. Let's just go. Let's get after it. You know what I mean? Is this 11 damage? Who knows how they block as well, right? It's always... We're getting 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 14 damage in with these blocks. 14 damage with current blockers, which is lethal. And now we're down to 12 damage with current blockers. We lose both augers, which kind of hurts, but I think we've won the game. LOL. Land it up. 3 defenders. They only have 2 attackers. 2 cards in hand, 1 life. I think we're good. No layer, so they could blood to survive a bit. But I think we could come back, right? Like, we have a creature in hand. We have layer on the top, a Blizzard Brawl. We have 2 Old Growth Troll tokens. This is a new venture. They scry. No blocks. Down to 11. I ain't scared of your damage, boy! Let's see if they have a wipe. They could Field of... Oh no, those are basic lands. They can't take it. But that Field of Ruin could get Lair of the Hydras that's up next, though, as well. And they did have that other Paladin. So that's why I left that Paladin there for so long. Prioritized the Flyers because that Paladin's a legendary. They can only play one at a time. So to take it out of play just lets them play their other right away. So, this is just fun times for everyone. Let's smack that up. Get a nice little blast off here. If you have removal in hand, I'll freak out. I mean, we still have lethal. I'm just upset, okay? I'm just upset. Beautiful. You know, we're tearing it up. I don't want to mention it, but we're undefeated. One thing to brag about my Milky Smooth deck, but mono green, ooh. And you've seen the value of Augur of Autumn that match. Like, just playing 3 cards per turn off the top of our library. Oh, yeah. Absolutely love it. Woof. 420 Extra Crispy is just that. I love it. We even beat a mono white second cast deck, but I can't say that they're running my version because I filmed this literally right after that. So those are their own upgrades, so don't take that to heart. I'm sure Milky Smooth version 5 could still beat this deck. No, I don't know. It's mono white and mono green are neck and neck, like for best aggro deck right now, as far as I'm concerned. And then maybe vampires and werewolves are underneath. And I think we're going to get some other things underneath as well. Like, I do think there's a sick Selesnya deck waiting to be played. I also think there's a very sick Boros aggro deck to be played. You know, the white-green, white-red, Sun Gold Sentinel everywhere. But again, you know, this was asked by high demand, so I hope you guys enjoyed. And, you know, we're going to be back with more decks every day for the foreseeable future. LOL. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching from myself and Maya. Have a magical day. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and you know, maybe even become a patron if you can afford a few extra dollars a month. In chat, we have someone 5-0 with Milky Smooth right now, and that is what I'm talking about, you guys. Enjoy these decks, have fun climbing ranked, and we'll see you soon in the next.